Welcome to another spring video, y'all. Today's video, I'm just going to show y'all some things that I have been doing around my home getting ready for spring. Y'all know it is just right around the corner, and I know some of us still have snow on the ground, but here in the south, the buttercups are blooming. We are really looking like spring is close by. So hopefully that's true, because I am ready to decorate and I'm ready for spring to get here. So in today's video, I'm going to show y'all some things that I'm going to DIY. I'm just going to show you some things that I've purchased. And in last week's video, I took y'all shopping at Walmart, and I showed y'all some beautiful spring decor that they have in their collection for 2026. I picked up a few of those items, I brought them home, and I showed y'all, how to decorate with those. We're going to do the same thing today. I'm going to show y'all some more items that I've purchased from Walmart, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to style them in my home for the spring and the summer season. So I hope y'all enjoy the video, and as always, I hope you get lots of ideas and inspiration to decorate your home for the upcoming spring season. I told y'all in last week's video that I was going to continue to check my Walmart because they are still filling the shelves with Easter and spring decor. They have got rid of the Valentine's, so in that section now they are putting out all the stuff they have, and I've been looking for this and I found it. But y'all, my Texas Home line, they don't carry a lot of it at my Walmart, so when you do find it, you better pick it up. Not sure why this bow was on clearance, but for $6.59, I'm definitely going to pick it up, and I will show y'all how I decorate with it in an upcoming video. But I think it's beautiful for spring and summer. I love the pastel colors. Look at these bunnies they have new this year. They also have, pre-arranged floral arrangements for you. But look at the empty boxes. This just goes to show, when you see this stuff, you better grab it because it don't last long. They did have the ribbon by My Texas Home, but every roll was gone. So I'll have to check, another Walmart, and hopefully they will still have some of this collection in stock. I thought these pillows were really pretty, and they were less than $16. This right here was another beautiful bow garland. So if you're decorating, your home in a lot of the pinks and pastels, I think this one would be really pretty. And for $9.97, I think that's a really good deal. Now, they also had a really good selection for making your own sweet treats around Easter and springtime. This bunny mold, to me, was new. I haven't seen it out in past years. And they also had some really pretty sprinkles, for you to decorate your cupcakes and your cookies. I thought this little sports bottle was cute, so they also have a lot of great options to fill those Easter baskets. Now, I went over to this aisle, and this is where the Valentine's stuff was that they had left over, and they got it marked 50% off. But y'all, let's go down to the end of the aisle because I spot something. This is a 75% off section, but look, they have two Valentine's heart-shaped topiaries left. I wonder why these didn't sell, because usually they're topiary seasonal trees. They go really fast, but I bet you could get those at a really good deal. So make sure to check out your Walmart if they've got a Valentine's clearance section. Now, last week's video, I showed y'all some really pretty spring decor that Walmart has in their collection for this year. They have a lot of new pieces. This vase right here is new, and it's less than $10. I picked it up, and I'm going to show you some ways of how I'm going to style it in my home, but it pairs really well with all different colors and different shapes of our vessels and our vases. I love to buy new items, but I also like to throw in some thrifted and second-hand pieces if I can find them at a good deal. This was originally sold at Hobby Lobby, and I think the regular price on the back was $34.99. I got it at Goodwill for $5.99, but I think it looks so good, and I'm going to show you how pretty these dark colors go with a lot of these lighter colored vases and vessels. I think it goes really well with pink and just, all different kinds of florals and greenery we can put out. So I was really glad to find this really pretty framed piece of artwork. Another item that I showed y'all in last week's Walmart shopping trip was this bunny garland that has some really pretty pre-made bows on it. Now, I styled this on that dresser that I painted, and I showed y'all in the last video. I just strung it across it just to show you what it looks like if you want to string this across a piece of furniture or across your mantle. Now, I don't have a mantle, and I don't really do well a lot of times with garlands because I don't have the right kind of decor to put the garlands. So I'm going to show you another option of what you can do, because when you buy garland, you can get a lot of decor pieces on that garland at a really good deal when you buy it, as one set. And I think this garland was around the $13 range. But I think you get 6 of the flocked bunnies that are a good size, and you also get 7 of those pre-made bows. So I think for $13, you can get a lot of spring home decor pieces that you can separate and use throughout your home. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you some more ideas for those bunnies. But until then, I want to show y'all these gold bunnies that I picked up at Walmart last year. I think these were around $4 each. And I set them out last year, but this year I want to do a little something with them. They are a little bit of that yellowed gold, and I paired them with that round gold tray that I got at Target, just so you can see the difference in the gold tones. In last week's video, I showed y'all the process of how you can change your gold tones very easily. First thing you want to do is just add a dark base, and you can do black or you can do brown. In my case, I'm going to do black, and I'm using chalk paint by Waverly, and the color is ink. I'm going to brush over both of these bunnies, and just using my paintbrush, I'm just going to apply one coat. You want to let that dry really well, and then I'm going to show you how we can really change this shiny yellow gold to a really pretty, more antique gold. The best way I have found to use rub and buff without getting it all over your fingers, and also you don't have to, sacrifice your paintbrush, is get some plastic bags. You can go around and dot your rub and buff onto your piece, and then take your plastic bag and using your hand, just go around and rub that plastic bag to where you're rubbing that rub and buff all over your piece. Once you get, your rub and buff, rubbed all over the way you want it, you can add more rub and buff and just keep using your plastic bag. This works a lot better sometimes than a paintbrush, especially when you've got a larger object. But you can add as much, or as less rub and buff as you want, just depending on how much of that dark base you want to come through. I went over both of the bunnies until I got them fully covered the way I wanted them, and then I'm going to show you how pretty they are and how we changed the look of them. Now they look more like an antique vintage gold than that yellow kind of cheap looking gold. But look how beautiful these are. Now you could always go over these with some dark wax if you want them to be a little bit more distressed and a little bit more dark looking, but I'm just going to leave mine just like this because I'm happy with the way they look now. I'm going to tie some bows around their necks, and I'll style them for you just so you can see how beautiful these bunnies turned out. Now for the ribbon for my bunnies' necks, I'm going to use the garland. And now I'm going to show you, if you want to cut up the garland that we got at Walmart, you can. It's very easy. They just have this attached through the mouth and through the tail. So you just want to go through now and just snip those strings and snip them as close to the bunny as you can. You also can pull the ribbons off. You can leave those the way they have them tied, or you can untie them, and I'm going to show you a way of how you can uncrimp the ribbon really easily if you want to tie a different kind of bow or use a ribbon for something else. But look at all the bunnies you get. Now you can put these bunnies now in some wreaths. You can put them in some dough bowls, some baskets, so many things you can do with these bunnies. You could also put them on some wooden dowels and use them for picks to put in your floral arrangements. But I think you got 7 bows and 6 bunnies. So again, I'm going to show you now how I'm going to take one of these bows. I'm going to untie this one and I'm going to use the ribbon. I'm going to tie it around my bunny's neck. Now you can always leave these the way they're tied if you want to. Now they have a little bit of glue on them, so you want to go around with your fingers and just remove that glue. Once you get all the glue removed, I just took my straight iron, but you could also use an iron. You just want to go through now where you had those crimped places where it was tied. Take your flat iron and just go around and smooth all that out. Now you'll have some beautiful pieces of some really pretty cream colored ribbon that you can use to decorate with for Easter and spring. Now look how pretty it is now. Now I can tie this on and just use it throughout my home. I'm going to put one of these each around my bunny's necks, and I'm just going to tie a bow around each one, and then I'll style them for you and let you see how beautiful these bunnies turned out. Now, remember all those flock bunnies that we got off that Garland. Here's some styling tips of some things that you can do with these just to sprinkle these around your home just to give it that Easter and spring look. Here's an electrical plug outlet hack that I've been seeing and I've been wanting to try. If you want to cover up maybe an electrical outlet that's just really an eyesore, or it just really catches your eye every time you walk by and you just want something to cover it up, this is just an easy hack. All you want to do is get some of these little child-proof electrical plug covers. I picked this box up. There's 24 of these in a box, and I think they were $2.50. I just took some hot glue, and you just want to glue it on the back of a lightweight piece of artwork that you have. That was a piece I got at Hobby Lobby last year, and this is an electrical outlet, and I'll just show you what an easy little hack this is. That if you want to cover up that, electrical outlet to where you don't see it, all you do is you just go in, plug your artwork in, and it totally disguises it. And of course, if you need to use your electrical outlet, you can always easily remove this. So just a great little decorating hack that I've been wanting to try, and I think it works really great. So you may want to try this out if you've got some electrical outlets in your home. Add some really pretty artwork to them. Very budget friendly, but I think it looks so good, and it just adds such a great detail to your space. Another Walmart item that I showed y'all in last week's video was this wicker tray. It's got an acrylic top to it, and I really like that. I have a couple of these, but none of them have the acrylic top. So I did pick this one up. I think this was around I think it was around $21. So I'm going to show you some ways of just how a beautiful $20 tray can look when you style it with some of your beautiful wicker vases, some of your bunnies, and some gorgeous florals. Another really inexpensive decor piece that you can pick up is some decorative kitchen towels. I showed y'all these in my TJ Maxx shopping trip and haul where I picked these up. And they have so many different designs, textures, and colors to choose from. These I got online a couple of years ago, and you usually get a set of kitchen towels. So it's a very budget friendly way just to add a little bit more detail to your vignettes, and also they style really well on your trays. Another really budget-friendly way to decorate for Easter and spring is pull out some of your beautiful faux florals, mix them in with your bunnies, and put those on your trays. This set of tulips right here, you get, I think, 2 or 3 in a set, and they sold these at Walmart. I picked these up last year, but I think they're selling them this year. I think they were $3 for a bundle. I just, bunched up a few sets that I picked up, added them on my tray with my bunnies, and I think it makes such a beautiful spring floral arrangement. Another beautiful spring piece that I picked up at Walmart was this bunny wreath. This was new at my Walmart. I hadn't seen it, but I saw it last week and I had to grab one. This was $8.97, so a really good price on that. Now, I do want to remove the greenery on it because I'm going to do something totally different with it. So really, I just want the bunny form. This is a really well-made bunny wreath, so be on the lookout for this at your Walmart. If you see it, grab it because you can do so many things with it. You can change the bows, the greenery, put any kind of florals on it that you want to. I'm going to take the bow that was on the wreath. I am going to use it, and I remove the glue. I am going to add some beautiful florals, and I got these at a consignment store last year, and I think I got these on clearance for like $2. I'm going to attach those. I'm just going to wrap the stem around the bunny, and then I'm going to add back that bow. I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to attach the bow back, and this was such a simple way to upcycle this Walmart bunny wreath, but I think it looks so pretty, and like I say, so much fun of how you can decorate this wreath to fit the style of your home. Okay, y'all, we are coming toward the end of the video, but I hope you've enjoyed it so far, and I really enjoyed hanging out with y'all today. I love going shopping this time of the year and seeing all the new decor pieces that they have out and selecting a few pieces for my home. I'm going to be doing a lot more decorating videos, so I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Hope you'll come back and join my YouTube family. So until the next video, I hope all of y'all have a great week. God bless each and every one of y'all. And I will plan, hopefully, to see all of y'all back here next week for a brand new spring decorating video. So let's have some more fun.